chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. The veil doesn't only lift for you for when you see the narcissist for what they really are, the lying devil that they are. It's not only that, the veil also lifts for them. You see, at first, when you go silent, they think that you're gonna give in. I made a video recently about they're laughing. Alright? They find it amusing that you're choosing to go silent. They think you're gonna give in, they think you're gonna break. But the veil does lift for them. And then they see that you're not coming back. Alright? They notice like phone calls are coming in, none of them are you. Knocks at their door, none of them are you. Social media notifications, none of them are you. Time's ticking on. You're not reaching out. Okay, and you might be going, hey Zion, they blocked me. Like, I'll say to you, if they blocked you, they will always leave other options open for you to contact them. Do not go down those roads. Listen to my words, mark my words. Do not go down the routes that they're trying to lead you down. They always leave a way in for you to contact them. Oftentimes, if you do go down these avenues, you're going to be met with rejection, escalation, and all sorts of things. So, eventually the narcissist realizes you're not coming back. They're going to have to do something. They start now ruminating about that. So you're on their mind the whole time. New supply or not. Family member, friend, romantic partner, whatever. You're on their mind. And they start now trying to fathom how they can get your attention. So they're becoming inquisitive. They're seeing what you're doing. Are some of you going on holiday? Some of you just chilling at home. Keeping it ghost. Whatever you're doing confuses the narcissist. You're going on holiday. Being more extroverted, not holidays extroverted, but I mean posting on social media with a lot of friends and stuff. Or even if you're, more introverted and you're at home, you're just enjoying your own company and you're not posting on social media or you're not on social media at all, they're going to be very confused. Okay? Really, if you're on social media, it gives them something to go by to see you. So it feeds them still. Alright, it does feed them slightly, but I'm not going to tell you to come on social media just because they're a narcissist. You should live your life like that. Even though in other videos about other topics I've said, if you're under challenging circumstance, maybe stepping away from social media, if you're still looking on theirs, is something you should do. But they're trying to figure out why you're not contacting them. Like, this is a brutal blow. Okay? They've told everyone you're crazy, you're this, you're possessive maybe. Alright, friends, whatever, family, you're a black sheep, they've made you out to be something to all of their minions and everything. And everyone's waiting for fireworks. What you're gonna do, not that you're gonna lash out or something like that, but they're waiting for some sort of reaction from you, whether it's begging and pleading or whatever. Okay, and some of you might have begged and pled already, but at least if you choose this route now, it will still kick in. This will still work for you. Okay, because you've done that out of the good intentions of your heart when you thought it was a meaningful relationship. That's why you pursued them. But you go in your own direction, you go silent, and they're trying to figure out like what's going on. They're confused. Okay, and eventually they might pop up with some baiting, maybe a direct hoover, maybe an indirect hoover, and you reject them. And that's when they certainly know for sure that you're not coming back. You see, their worst nightmares come to the surface. They were thinking this at the time. And they could have been the one that abandoned you, ghosted you, discarded you, done these things. And really that comment I always remember that comment. Someone said, Zion, you should stop saying discarded. You should say set free. The reason why I say discarded and some of the terminology I used to do with the narcissist stuff is so you understand what I'm saying, but really it is being set free. And now they know you like life without them. That's so crushing for them. Okay? You actually enjoy life without them. Like, I'm telling you, even non-narcissistic, even your toxic friends or whatever, if you're not contacting them, you're going in your own direction, and you're not ringing up their phone, you're not trying to meet up, okay? Or even if you speak on the phone, but you're not trying to meet up and stuff. These people take this personally. Some people take this personally. A real person won't take it personally. They'll know you got life, you're doing things. They won't take it personally, but others will. Okay, the narcissist knows you like your own company more than their company. They think you're living a better life now, because obviously otherwise you'd want them. And this was something that deeply affected them, the whole relationship. Whenever they're around you, they always thought you would want better, or to stop hanging around with them, like, or to stop being around them. They always thought that was an underlying fear within them. They was always worried that you're gonna want something else, and that's why they can get very possessive and bullying. Like, and they'll very, like, they might bully you, be very nasty to try and control you. I remember I had this friend, okay, older, and we went out, a few of us, and like school friends. And this was on a school friend. Like, so, you have different groups of friends sometimes when you're young. Not even when you're young, when you're older. Like, you might have work mates and other mates, or maybe you're just on your own. But you understand you would have had someone in your life maybe who's a friend. Like, you have maybe different groups. Some of you might have had different groups. So it wasn't a time and place to bring this other person. And they got emotional, I look back here and I think, like, plenty of times there's parties going on. I don't go to parties and stuff anymore and stuff, but plenty of times there's parties going on that someone ain't invited me to, and I don't get in my feelings about it, and I don't get worried about it. But these narcissists get really upset. And toxic individuals, like friends and family and whatever, they'll get really insecure that you're doing your own thing. And these romantic relationships, same way, they'll get insecure that you're living a life and you're not preoccupied with them. Okay, so it took a moment for them to come to this comprehension. Okay, like I said, they're laughing at the start. They're laughing, they catch a joke, they're thinking, yeah, they're escalating the situation, they're chatting your name, they're gossiping about you, slandering you, backbiting you, telling everyone you're this, telling everyone you're that. Everyone's waiting for fireworks, nothing happens. Narcissist gets inquisitive, and this is what I'm saying, this happens to those that have been discarded. I've heard it time and time again. And the narcissist is the one who bridges the gap. The narcissist is the one who bridges the gap eventually. Alright, and none of you are going to want that. Alright, by the time it happens, like I always say. But it's just, this is the logic of them. Alright, they get very worked up about you living this life without them now. It's something that really gets under their skin, something that really irritates them, and they know you're never coming back. Okay, so those of you that have rejected the Hoover and stuff should be proud. They know you're never coming back, and there may be escalation from that. There may be repercussions from that when you reject the Hoover. Narcissists take that very, very personally, very personally. You may have already been through something like that. I'm just spreading awareness. They're often very vindictive and revengeful, and they feel very hurt. And now the narcissist didn't necessarily have to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry for the way I treated you," blah 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 blah. They could have just done anything, just contacted you, said hello, you ignored them, or whatever. Like something small like that. They'll be so in their feelings about, because they're looking at the picture. Okay, the veil's lifted for them. They're seeing now. The veil lifts for them, and they realize, like I've told you before, unless it's your first time here, they realize that they was putting on this performance the whole time. okay, and they thought that they had you under their control, and really they didn't necessarily need to do that. They noticed that the veil lifts, they realize all their manipulation wasn't working, and they see you living a better life now. Okay, and that's what you're all heading to. I don't know what exactly you are on your journey, but that is where you'll get to. You'll be indifferent. You won't want to see the narcissist. You won't want to be around the narcissist. Any thought of the narcissist. Change your numbers, everyone. Start fresh. That's what I always suggest. Start fresh. Don't be like them. Okay? I know many of you can't change your phone, but if you can and it's in your means, don't be waiting for a call from them or a message from them. Okay? Social media is a bit more difficult, but if you was on the phone, especially if you spoke on the phone or you use the phone, especially, or you're not even on social media, definitely change your number, because you that's the final door slam. All right, it's very empowering for you, especially if you were discarded or ghosted, to do something like that. Okay, even if you cut the narcissist off, change your number. Okay, if they turn up with your number, like, you know something's wrong, you know someone in your circle is not right, you know someone in your circle is giving them your number, okay, or something like that, so you can take the correct steps if they start bothering you. So anyway, just embrace. They've realized, a lot of them, or if they haven't realized it in your circumstance, just give it time. They will realize that you're never coming back. You're not going to beg for them anymore. You're not even going to beg for them in the first place. And you're never coming back. And by the time they come with this hoover and you reject them, that's just the icing on the cake, and it destroys them. So, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links are in the description box below. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.